this proc 2. Okay, I will run the same thing, but I will give in the JCL proc lib the proc 2. Okay, you can see member proc 2 has been created. So let us just check the DS list. Okay, sys1 dot proc lib. Okay, so this is your system default proc lib, and what is the volume, guys? S7 RES1. These are reserved volumes. Yes, guys. So these are reserved volumes. These are reserved for the system. Okay, these you won't have any access for. Right? Is it clear, guys? Here, the whatever I told up till now, these are the fresher. Now, what I'm telling, these are for the experience. So same prop, whatever is there. Okay. So now let
So
us
can we
go
delete
back.
it later, sir?
Can you do it in?
Can we delete it later,
Can we
sir?
delete it later, sir? No, you don't have access to that.
Memory.
Uh-huh. No, you will never have access to that. Okay. You can own, so they will tell you run this program. Whenever they will give you, they will tell, okay, this proc 1 is there, please run it. So first what you will do, you will not give any JCL libs. Yes. So here you will not give any JCL libs. JCL lib and all those
Yes, sir.
things, order equal to these you will not give. Okay. You will first run it just by the step name and the execution, because you are running some jobs which are run daily. Okay. These are run on the daily basis. So when you are running it for the daily basis, there are already procedures which are written like 50 years back. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
some 50 years back, those are written, and those are system reserved volumes. There it is written. So you cannot access those. In the view mode also you can access or not, I'm not sure, but you cannot access those. You cannot do any changes in that. Okay. Now if you submit, okay. So cat proc ended in at N1 internal. Okay. So we can see what happened. Right. So here you can see these two are expanded. The proc-lib device input output error reading for the job. That's it. So this please neglect it for now. Okay, and just see that the same thing was expanded. Okay, the proc equal to proc 2, it was not expanding. I'm sure that can done over there. Let me just, so this is the proc 2. It is not calling the proc 2. Let me just refresh it, and let me just go back. Okay, and again let me try to run. Yeah, now you can see max is 0. Please remember we did not give the JCL lib or job lib, whatever. Those libraries we have not given over here. And it has run. Okay. So you will have something like this, right? You understood, guys, everyone?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So this is about this one. So I told, are you writing procedures? Very rarely you will write your procedures. So whatever number you have, you will write very rarely. This proc one like this, you will not write. What you will do, there are already system generated procedures which are written like 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years back. Okay, you will just access it not in an edit mode, you will access it in the view mode, or else in maybe for the browse mode you will open, and then you will see which one to run. So you will have like this procedure and they will be writing, so what is this for. So the procedure runs high level assembler and that can be used to assemble the programs, right? So like this there will be multiple procs. So like this we have something called as call one. Okay, and this is using symbolic parameters. So like this, if we are writing some call one and we are using some symbolic parameters, that symbolic parameters you can give it over here. So now concept of symbolic parameters comes. So like this it will be showing. So let us go to the main program and let us call the call one. Okay, so you have seen like step 3 except, then call one, execute call one. Can you give like this without giving the proc equal to? Yes?
No, sir.
No. So yeah, we can definitely give without giving the proc equal to the proc name. If you give directly the member name, then also it will run. Okay. Yes. Yes. Someone
So
is
what
asking
if
something.
same number in our previous or peer?
What if we want to save our member? Which member? The call one.
No, sir. In our period, the member name is also called one. What system will take to execute, sir?
Your question is not clear. I think Mahesh Reddy, you have to mute your. There is disturbance from you. Yes, Elia, you can keep your mic beside you. Means you can you speak louder.
So if our PDS has one,
If your PDS has call one
also
as a
the
member,
member name
uh,
as call one, what it will
yes.
take to execute, sir?
So it will execute. So if you don't give any job lib uh, over here, if you don't give, it will execute only from the sys1.proclib. Okay, so there will not be any duplicate names over here, right? So there will not be any duplicate names. Now you are calling this call one. Now you can see in this call one we have given the symbolic parameter as ampersand s. So how to use this symbolic parameter? You can go over here and you can give any name. Okay, so let me just show you. So you can give any name over here and you can say like S equal to what does it stand for. So let us say like it is like PS1 dot GDG and inside this like plus one if you have, okay, or else let you make it like plus three if you have, and again if you submit, right, then you will get max is zero. And if you go over here, right, inside the cat proc, and you go to this, here you can see the proc one has been expanded properly, no issues. And then it has expanded the step two exec the proc two. This will be expanded, okay. Then step three exec the call one. And over here you have given s is equal to, you have substituted some value. So how will you know whether it has substituted or not? So let me change this to cursor CSR and let me go to here and press F8. Okay. So now you can see over here we are giving whatever is there inside this call one. It has called it. So over here it has called. So when the DD1 was trying to execute, it found the ampersand s. Then it called this utility which is called as IFC653i. So this was called and the substitution JCL. So it has substituted. So this is your substitution JCL IFC 65 3I, right? And this has substituted the DSN name, whatever the ampersand S you have given over here. This has substituted. So these are called as the symbolic parameters. Whatever you give ampersand, after that whatever you give, you can call it like this. Right? Is it clear? Zakir, Navina, and Anand, Bharat Reddy, you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir. Yeah. Yes, Anand.
Sir, yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, done. So now I want to give. I have given something like ampersand s, and I have given a PS name. But remember, I have told you that you cannot access this one, the sys1.proc lib. So let us say 20 years back, some old fellow wrote inside this call one. He has written, let us say, some DCB parameter which you don't want, right? Some DCB parameter which you don't want. Okay, you want to change those. Okay, or else you want to change the disposition parameter. So it is new catalog delete, right? You want to make it like something like old catalog delete or something. Okay, then what will you do? You cannot make changes over here. Then what will you do then? Yeah, you
Override.
understood the question? Yeah. Then we will
We'll create and
override.
we'll create it.
Yeah, you can also create. You can also use this command like replace. Okay, .zl .zf. Then you can copy it to your own private library. Okay, some private library, whatever PDS you want, you can copy it and make your changes. Okay, so this is the answer which they are looking for. Like experience once they are like uh, they are when you are selected when you are going, then they will ask you what kind of problems you have faced while doing the scheduling job and all those things. When they are asking you, that time you can tell that like this I have replaced in my private problem, and then I have made the changes and I have executed. But if an interviewer is asking you, you cannot give that answer because they are not giving, they don't expect that answer. They expect the override. So how will we override? So you can see over here, this position is new catalog and delete. I want inside the call one, I want the disposition to be, let us say, old delete, right? Old delete. Okay. So let us just go back. Okay. Now the concept of override comes. So what we are deleting? We are deleting the current generation. Okay. Then what will you give? How will you give it? How will you override, guys? What are the steps? People who remember, who know? I don't know. Then how will you? What we should write? How will you override? So we will go over here and see this call one. Okay. So this is called as call one. Okay. Inside that the proc name is proc one. Inside that it is having the step one. Okay. And then it is having the ampersand s or as the dd1, and then you will write the disposition parameter. So we will make certain mistakes. You tell me. So I want Zakir to tell me what you will do. How will you override? Zakir?
Sir,
Yeah. How will you override? What are the steps of giving the override statement?
DSN.
DSN. No, no. I'm asking you the step. So this you are calling. So inside this call you want to override. So it is calling the call one. So you are sure that it is calling the call one. When you are calling, it is calling the call one. So inside this, what you will do? Okay. This proc one is your proc name. Step one is your step name. DD1 is your DD name. Okay. So you will go back. Okay. First proc1, your proc name. Okay. Then step 1, your step name. DD1, your DD name. Then DD. Then what you want to do. So let us say that this position you want to change it as old. Okay. Old, delete, right? So like this, you can override. So let me just check whether it is working or not. JCL error expected, right? Only working with GDGs. Yeah. Just see. Invalid label in the 25th it is calling. So let me just go over here and see what is the 25th. Okay. This is an invalid label it says. So let me just go back. Okay. So because we have only one procedure, we will remove the procedure name. We will call the step name and then the DD name. So let me see over here. So inside this we have step 1. Inside this we have DD1. Okay. Now let me just see whether it is running or not. Okay. Step 1 and 2. Submit. Job has been submitted and max is 0. Right. So this will run like this. So we have seen an override. Okay. Override. What did it do? How will you override? So once you are calling like a step 1 or else let us say step over, and then you will call like exec, and then you will call something like some proc. Okay. Let us say you are calling your proc 1. Then how will you override? If you have multiple procs, then you will give the proc name. Okay. If you have their proc 1, proc 2, proc 3, those are all in-stream procs for suppose. Then you will give your proc name, then you will give your step name, and which one you want to override, the DD name. Like this you will give. Right guys? Is it clear? And if you have only a single proc, you will give a step name and a DD name. Right? So let us say we have DD1. Okay. Step name and a DD name. Right. If you have only a only one step. So you have only one step, right? Can you delete this also? Can you only give the DD name? My question. I need your answers. Can you give?
Sir.
So let us try that. Yes. So we have only one step. So we have only one proc, not necessary to give a proc. So we will try this. Just give the DD name. Okay. And then submit. So let us see whether it is working or not. Yes, it is definitely working. Okay. So if you have a single step, you can also release that. So what will it do? It will go over here, okay, in whatever the library you are finding for, okay, and we will open it in the browse mode, and we will find for this call one, okay, and inside this call one, we will open and we will see proc one, proc and pend and all these things are there, right? Okay. This new catalog delete. Inside this, you have the DD1, right? Inside this, only one DD you have, DD1. If you have multiple DDs, then also you have to give the particular DDs. But if you have a single step, no problem, right? So let us go to the school area. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
can we use IEB copy or
Yes,
to
you can use.
replace?
You you can use anything, IED copy, IED channel, your all the utilities you encounter, everything you can use. Why I am
No,
using
sir.
IFBR 14 is that it is very simple. Yeah.
Oh, no, sir. To replace the prop link number,
Hmm.
for
No, no,
creating
you
a new
cannot do.
number.
I think you cannot do that. I think that also option will be disabled. So you cannot copy it. So what you will do, you can copy it, you can put it in pen drive and sell. So those are all means very restricted access you have. You cannot access that. You can access that only in the view mode. You can definitely do that. IEB copy, I don't think you can use. But I did not try, so I'm not a proper person to answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this substitution has done, and it has all those things, overriding and all those things have been done. So overriding, new catalog delete you have in the call one, right? So we did our override. Okay. So you can see DD1, DD disposition old delete we have given, and so substitution JCL, it has given the unit. So let me just see over here. New catalog delete the DCB parameter and all those things it has done. So let me check whether it is doing it in the system messages or not. So yeah, so it is just deleting this PS. It is deleting in this catproc step one and this one. So it is deleting, then we can see it has been cataloged, and step one, step three, step was executed, this thing. So you can verify. Okay, it was uncatalogued and then it was deleted, whatever it is. So you can do it. Unless you do it, you won't understand. So these are your overrides. Right? Yes? Okay. So any questions in this one? Any questions? Anything else you want to try? Yes.
Sir,
Yeah. So you
sir,
have
if you
something
want,
called as yeah. If you want to,
if we want in proc one, if we want to execute only the step three steps. In proc one,
in
like
proc, in proc, if you have in proc one, if you have multiple steps, you want to
yes, sir. We
execute
want.
only the second step.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how to do that? So let us create that. So inside this proc, we have this proc one, I think. So inside this proc one, okay, we have opened it in browse mode. So let me open it in edit mode. Just let us say proc. So we have this proc one, and over here, let me copy this, and put it before this one. So this is step one, and let us make it like step two. Okay, ps1.gdt and let me make it like two. Okay, and yeah, cc again cc. Let me just put it before. So we have step three also. Let us suppose we have step three also, and let us make it like three. Okay. So I think a new delete it will create and something it will do. So we have multiple steps over here. So DD1, everywhere you have the DD1 only, right? So this is inside the proc one, right? So let us go over here. When we are submitting this, let me see if there are any GCL errors. Cat proc. Yeah, maxis is zero. It means these do not have any GCL error. So your question was extremely nice actually. So if we go and see, like in FMFH question mark, and over here, like yeah, you can see whenever we are calling this, it is definitely calling, but your requirement is completely different. So you don't want the step one and step two to be executed. You only want the step three to be executed, right? Is
Yes,
this
sir.
the
Yes,
question?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Yes, sir. Yes. So you don't want step one and step two to be executed. So this is the real time scenario. Suppose a job is running and it is calling the procs. And suppose if you say that step two, you have some abend. Okay. Some abend has occurred in the step two, or else in the step three. Some abend has happened. So before this, if it has run like 100 jobs, right? So it has given an append inside the like 100 steps it has executed, 100 procs it has executed. So 100 procs, it has given some append in the 78th proc. You need not run all the 78 procs next time once you make any changes. Then what you will do, you will give your restart parameter. So let us say you will give in your job only restart. Then what you will give, guys? People who know. I think what you will give? Restart. Then what you will give, guys? People who know. I'm asking them.
Step 3.
Yes.
Step name.
Step name directly? No.
Step
Proc name dot the step name where you want to restart. Like this. Let us give. Okay. So you wanted from step 3, right? So let us submit. So it is showing any facial error. Maybe. Yeah. Restart step was not found. It did not find only. But everything was expanded. It did not find the restart step. So why did it not find? So let us see. Did it call? So we are calling the proc one, which is this proc one. Okay. So inside the step one, step name, proc one, then the step name. So let me give like this.